Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to talk to you guys about the video that the Casual Gaming Racer just uploaded today. Talking about the T598. So I want to add a little bit of context to his video because I don't believe that he has the actual Fanatec DD Pro. As you can see up there, I bought the Fanatec DD Pro. I have the Thrustmaster T598 and I also have the TGT2. So I want to put some things into perspective for you guys on this wheel because I can feel his frustration. Like I can honestly understand where he's coming from. But you have to understand, guys, the way that a direct drive wheelbase works is a lot more one-to-one. And it really, like if you go out and you get in your car right now and you drive down the road and you make a sharp turn, you're not going to feel a whole bunch of weight on your steering wheel. You have power steering. So it's going to feel more realistic. Whereas the TGT2, the way that wheelbase is designed is almost too good to be true. And trust me, there was like that week in the last month that I've been testing the T598. There was like that time where I was feeling exactly like the casual gaming racer, or the casual racing gamer, or what I was feeling. I'll put a link to that video in here so you guys can see what I'm referencing to. But there was a time that I felt the exact same way he does. Was like, oh man, TGT2 is way better. And then after a full month of literally just using the T598, the newest update, the one that brought the inertia setting, that definitely helped. You have to transition from you got to understand the TGT2 6.5 Newton meters is stronger than the 5 Newton meters of the T598. And okay, let me put it this way: the Fanatec DD Pro is a 5 Newton meter base with a with the power pack that will turn it up to an 8 Newton meter peak. So it's 5 Newton meters constant with an 8 Newton meter peak, and it does hold the peak a little bit longer. It really does kind of feel like 8 Newton meter. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain it, but it really does kind of feel like an 8 Newton meter wheelbase. But then it also, obviously, the way Fanatec feels. So here's the thing. This was like his argument. Like he was feeling like he can get better traction and feel the weight and its higher load and all of that stuff better on the TGT2. Well, my friend, if you buy a Fanatec DD Pro, you're gonna get pretty much the same feeling you're getting on the T598. Like it's almost identical. The only difference is the Fanatec does feel a little bit heavier, just a little bit, not a whole lot. It does feel a little bit heavier, but you still get the same. You still get pretty much the same tactile feeling for the most part. Like when you're going over curbs and everything. Like the Fanatec DD Pro for $941 is what I paid for that, and it comes with the little plastic wheel. And these pedals right here, like you get those pedals that are essentially like the Raceline pedals. My V3 are coming this week sometime, but you get those same pedals. Like it's almost identical. You get a plastic wheel rim. My R330 wheel rim Club Sport V2 that cost me another $441. I'm almost $2,000. Almost $2,000 into the Fanatec setup. I've paid for every bit of it, every single bit of it that they've sent me. Now, Thrustmaster was nice enough to send out the was nice enough to send out the T598, but I bought the TGT2 and the Evo racing rim for Thrustmaster because I was at my rope's end with even the Fanatec DD Pro on the PlayStation 5 with Gran Turismo 7 in VR. Like I wanted better feeling. And you know what, guys? After buying the TGT2 and swapping between the Fanatec DD Pro, the Thrustmaster T598, and the TGT2, after finally letting myself just play. You know, a lot of it has to do with this rim too. A lot of it has to do with this rim too, obviously with the GT7. Like, that is my favorite wheel rim. This is the Hypercar wheel from Thrustmaster. I highly recommend this, man. This thing is awesome. So I don't want to hear any of those little, Thrustmaster send you that for free, so you love it. No, man, I literally spent $1,200 on the TGT2 and that Evo rim so that I could play GT7. The TGT2 is $699 plus the wheel was another $300, so that's $7, $8, $9, $10. Yeah, like almost $1,100, a little over $1,100 with tax or whatever, just for the TGT2, guys. So don't tell me that I'm just like, just because they sent me a free wheelbase that I'm just trying to shill for them. No, I'm not trying to shill for them. I'm just trying to tell you that, like, if you expect a direct drive wheelbase to feel like a 6.5 Newton meter belt driven wheel, oh dude, you've already lost. You've already lost. Like, it's a distinct feeling going from that to a direct drive. Now, my first experience with a direct drive wheelbase was a 15 Newton meter. So yeah, it absolutely blew my freaking Thrustmaster TX right out of the water. I was like, dude, that felt like a toy compared to this. And that's true. If you want higher Newton meters, then go buy it. Seriously, go buy it. Like, you do have a very potent, you have two potent options for high direct drive torque on PlayStation. You can get your DD Pro or your DD Extreme, or you can get the Logitech, man. Both of those are incredible options that will 100% deliver. But you know why you don't buy them? Because they're expensive. They're like $1,500. They're like 12. Yeah, it's like 12. Yeah, it's like 15, almost $1,500 each. That's why you don't buy them. That's why the Thrustmaster at $500 is an incredible option. Does it hit hard like the 8 Newton meter or no, you got to spend $400 more for the freaking DD Pro 8 Newton meter. If you bought the 5 Newton meter, it's going to feel about the dang same, because it already feels about the same with the 8 Newton meter when you tie in the overshoot for the freaking for the 598. Now, the inertia setting definitely helped significantly for that experience. Like, I get where he's coming from, and it sounds like my friend over at the Casual Gaming Racer. Hey man, he's happy. He's happy with the TGT2. He should just stick to it. Because he's not necessarily giving you negative information or the wrong information. Like, he's being straight up, like he's being honest, and that's literally how it feels. Like, if you're coming from and I've said this in a few videos now, if you're coming from a TGT2, you're gonna have to respect you're gonna have to be patient. Like, you're gonna have to be patient. Like, the T598 is coming in hot. Really, it is. It does have 100% compatibility. I've literally tested every single thing with it, and it does get recognized as a Thrustmaster product, but it just doesn't have the full feature set for the T598, but at least it has compatibility, so you can instantly use it and play it, and it feels just as good as any other direct drive wheelbase on any of the games that actually are programmed for it. It feels good. But when you start talking about the distinct feeling, okay, and this it doesn't matter what wheelbase you're on. It doesn't matter if you're on Fanatec, Logitech, anything. The console experience is not anywhere as good as the PC experience. You just have more bandwidth on the PC experience. You have better overall force feedback, because the PC crowd isn't going to play. If their games don't feel good on your wheelbase, people already know they're not going to buy them. That's like a dead end. The console, they get away with a little bit more. They don't have to run as much to that. They gotta, I don't know exactly why why wheelbases feel different on the console versus the PC, but absolutely after going PC, guys, like I haven't really looked back. The only racing game I still play on console is GT7, because it's exclusive to console. So yes, I bought a TGT2 so that I could play that on my PSVR 2. But yeah, guys, if I literally just bought a PS5 Pro to play that too, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with the money I spent. GT7 means that much to me, but I found a way to enjoy the Thrustmaster T598 on GT7. It took a little while. It took a little bit of patience, and it definitely took some time of like letting go of how I think GT7 is supposed to feel, because I've played a lot of games on PC and it's just completely different. Once I accepted the fact that GT7 is an arcade racer with arcade feelings, it made things a lot easier for me to accept that, look, if I want direct drive technology, then I'm going to have to accept these things. I'm going to have to accept that right now, Gran Turismo is built for a belt drive wheel. Like the TGT2 is the main wheel for it, period. Like it is. Even though Fanatec has GT7 branding and all of that stuff, the wheelbase that game was designed around is the TGT2. That's why it feels incredible. That's why the transducer is very, very good. That's why it feels really good on a Thrustmaster product. That's why it feels like when you turn, you can feel the car and it's like connected to you through your arms and everything else. Like it really does. It feels too damn good to be true. You try to pull that stuff that you're pulling on GT7 over on Assetto Corsa or Automobilista 2 or any of them other games, yeah, you're done. Like you're done for. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Driving on a belt-driven wheel is not a bad thing, guys. Sometimes I kind of feel like the whole direct drive thing is a little bit overhyped, because they are still pretty good. They are very good technology. You can easily get the job done. They're perfect for entry level. They're fine. It is fine technology. It is vintage though. Direct drive is the future. I think that everybody's going to turn to direct drive. I think it's a lot easier to build and mass produce. There's a lot more moving parts in a TGT2. I mean, even Thrustmaster, when I asked them to send me the TGT2, they said, look, we're not interested in really pushing that right now. We're focusing on the T128, the T248, and told me about the T598 before it even came out. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like, I get it, So I kind of just feel like, Fanatec's already stopped production on their belt-driven wheel, the Club Sport V2. And so I kind of feel like the TGT2 might go away. I feel like it will be in production at least until the next Gran Turismo game launches, because I feel like that is a star of the show. But after the new game launches, I feel like the TGT2 is going to wind down. So if that's something that you want to have as part of your collection, I suggest you get it now so that you have access to a TGT2 when the time comes for them to go out of production, because direct drive is the future. It really is. And the sooner you get used to it, the better off you're going to have. $500 for the T598. This is my final thought with this. $500 for the T598 is an absolutely fair price. It is an incredible wheelbase, and it does very good. It holds up very well, especially on the PC. That's where I'm testing it and playing around with it a lot now. It's incredible. Like, it feels absolutely incredible. I do have mine paired to the TLCM pedals, and I do have it running with the Thrustmaster Hypercar rim. This is the rim that I use for all my track drive racing, and this right here alone has got me, 100% focused on the T598. I love my Fanny Boy. I think my Fanatec DD Pro is an absolutely incredible wheel. But at the end of the day, I can fully enjoy racing on the T598. Like, I feel right at home. I feel good. I feel it feels incredible. I put it over on the Next Level Racing Wheel Stand 2.0. I'm feeling incredible. I'm having fun. Like I said, I've got it hooked up to the I was running it with the T3PM pedals. Now I'm running it with the TLCMs, and it just feels incredible, my friends. Like, I've gotten used to it, to the fact that, like, I can play every single thing that I want to play on it, and it just feels good. Like, it feels fine. Like, that's the whole point, is like, you get that subtle feeling that you don't get because you always have feeling on a belt driven wheel, whereas on a direct drive wheel, it feels more one-to-one with a real car, man. You're not going to feel you're sliding until you're sliding. You know what I mean? Like, I live in Utah. There's snow. It snows all the time. Like, you'll know, like, yeah, It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, just if you're gonna get a T598, just understand that if you're coming from a TGT2, that your TGT2 is going to feel more powerful, and the driving experience, the overall tactile feeling and how it feels is different. You're going from a vintage technology to the new technology that is supposed to be more lifelike and closer to actual real simulation. So keep that in mind. And thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.